Hey everyone and welcome. So, I want you to picture this, a bright, sunny afternoon in a gorgeous garden. We've got three siblings, Anshika, Aisha, and little Arav, playing around surrounded by these beautiful yellow flowers. You can just feel that something special is in the air. And their game, well, it's about to take them, and us, on a really wonderful journey. Right in the middle of their game, their older sister, Anshika, asks this amazing question. And it's the exact same question we're going to dive into today. Why does everything seem to be glowing with this happy, cheerful yellow color?
And just like Aisha, we're all leaning in, ready to hear the story. Anshika is about to explain the beautiful festival of Basant Panchami.
All right, so here's where our story really kicks off. The first big idea is what this festival is really all about. And it's so cool because it's a celebration of two amazing things coming together: the return of spring and the incredible power of knowledge.
So at its very heart, Basant Panchami is this joyful festival that says a big hello to the spring season. It's a time for renewal, for new beginnings, and you can totally feel that energy all around you.
This really shows you the huge change that's happening in nature. You've got winter, with all its cold and quiet, slowly packing its bags and saying goodbye. And then spring just bursts onto the scene with so much life. Trees are getting new leaves, flowers are blooming everywhere, and you can hear the birds singing again. It's awesome.
But Basant Panchami isn't just about the weather changing. It actually has a much deeper meaning. On this day, people also celebrate and worship Goddess Saraswati. So who is she?
Okay, so Goddess Saraswati is the goddess of all the really good stuff. We're talking about knowledge, wisdom, music, and learning. This is exactly why Basant Panchami is such an important day, especially for students, and really for anyone who just loves to learn something new.
I absolutely love the way Anshika connects these two ideas in her story. She explains that just like spring helps all the plants and flowers grow, knowledge helps our minds grow. They totally go hand in hand. It's such a beautiful way to think about it.
All right, we've seen all this yellow, but why that specific color? Asha was wondering the same thing in the story, and it turns out that on Basant Panchami, the color yellow has a very, very special meaning.
You see, the color yellow isn't just for decoration. It's absolutely packed with meaning. It stands for the bright energy of sunshine, feelings of pure happiness, and that wonderful promise of hope for new beginnings. So wearing yellow on Basant Panchami, it's kind of like wearing a little bit of sunshine and positivity yourself.
Okay, this is such a great part of the story. Anshika knows that learning is way more powerful when it's fun, so she shares some really simple and clever tricks to make sure her siblings, and all of us, never forget what Basant Panchami is all about.
The first trick is the super fun acronym using the word Basant. Let's break it down together. B is for the birds that sing. A is for the amazing yellow flowers. S is for the spring season. The next A reminds us to always be learning. N stands for new beginnings. And finally, T is to thank Goddess Saraswati. It's such a simple way to remember everything.
Trick number 2 is a catchy little tune. Music is such a great tool for memory, and this simple line just perfectly captures the whole vibe of the day. The bright yellow colors, the focus on learning with books, and that all-around happy feeling of the festival. And last but not least, trick number 3 gets our bodies involved. First, you raise your hands up like a flower blooming to welcome spring. Second, you pretend to read a book for knowledge. And third, you put on a big, bright smile, just like the sunshine. When you connect ideas to actions, it really helps lock them in your memory.
So, after the story, the colors, and all those fun memory tricks, what's the big takeaway here? Anshika shares one final, powerful message that really gets to the true spirit of the festival.
The festival's most important lesson is really this: to cherish learning, to value the knowledge we gain, and to always, always look forward with hope and positivity, just like we know spring will always return after winter.
I love this. Little Arav gets so excited that he just shouts out, "Let's celebrate learning every day." And you know what? He's absolutely right. That amazing spirit of Basant Panchami doesn't have to be for just one day a year.
And that brings us to our final thought. The story ends with the siblings all promising to learn something new every single day. So as we finish up, I'll leave you with this question to carry with you. Inspired by this joyful spirit of spring and learning, what new thing will you learn today?